Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming to today's show of Kid Leadership. My name is Mike Glover.
And I'm Will Glover.
All right, Will. So we are trying out a new streaming mixture of services right now. So I hope you guys like the new graphics and everything like that as well. Will, what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to talk about getting along with those who disagree with you.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so talking a little bit about getting along with people who disagree with you, there seems to be a little bit of high tension going on these days. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, but before we get into everything, let's go ahead and hit that like button, comment throughout the show, and subscribe to the show as well, so that you never miss when we go live. You guys can always check that out at kidleadership.com. That will go to Will's YouTube channel and to subscribe to his podcast, which this is. So it should be a lot of fun, right? Okay, so what we normally do, if you're new to the show, is we talk about a few things that help us develop our leadership skills, our business skills, but then also we play a game at the end called Would You Rather, or either.io. And so that will be a lot of fun. So hopefully everything with the new tech works, but if it doesn't, just bear with us. So, okay, so the first...
We are using this with video chat.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So, Will, the first thing, do you ever talk with somebody who might disagree with you?
Yeah.
On certain topics? So let's talk about some of the things that we can do, okay? So first off, we need to listen with the intent to understand. So we did a show a couple of weeks ago on active listening. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And what were some of the things that we talked about? What did you learn from that?
That we should always listen before thinking of what we're going to say next.
Big time. Absolutely. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. So I'm glad something's sticking every now and then. So a lot of times we are talking to somebody, and as they're talking back to us, we're thinking about what we're going to say next, right? But we need to actually listen to try and understand what the other person is trying to tell us.
And then they'll give us time to think, and then they'll say, have you thought of something yet? And then you can tell them what you thought of. Right.
So sometimes we feel like we have to respond immediately to somebody when they say something to us, right? But it's okay to take a minute and be quiet and not say anything, right? And thinking about how you're going to respond is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. And that also kind of goes into this next topic, is to be polite with people, right? You're not being silent to be mean or anything like that, but you're actually just trying to be polite. Think about what they're saying, and respond politely, even though you may not agree completely with what they're saying. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so here's this next topic. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but it says, can you see what that says?
No.
Okay, so it says, walk in their shoes. What do you think it means to walk in somebody's shoes?
I have no idea.
So when they say to walk in somebody's shoes, it's a metaphor of, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a metaphor of trying to be where they have been. Try to understand where they're coming from. Like, why does somebody think this way differently than I do? Okay, so there's a couple of different...
Kind of like a bully.
Yeah, so if you think about like a bully...
If they're being treated badly, then they'll treat badly to others.
That's right.
And then you need to find out why are they being mean. And if it's their parents, you should be nice to them.
That's right. A lot of times that's, listening with the intent to understanding where someone comes from, what their background is, why are they being a bully, for example, is because maybe they've been picked on themselves and they feel like they need
That's
to
what
take
I'm saying.
that power back by picking on other people. So yeah, that's exactly right. Very good. Very good understanding. All right, so this next one right here is to say kind words. Okay. Why do you think saying kind words would be important when you're talking to somebody who disagrees with you?
Because then, if you keep being nice to them, they'll start to be nice to you back.
Yeah, we can hope so. We can hope so. It also sets the tone and the mood of the conversation of being polite, being, somewhat professional in your discussion, not raising your voice, for example, not yelling at somebody or calling somebody names, right? Giving them certain labels. Okay? Because sometimes, even though people try to put labels on me, I don't always agree with everything within that label. So they try to put me in this box and they think that they understand everything I'm thinking because I'm in this box, right? But we have to, listen to try and understand where they're coming from, walk a mile in their shoes, right? But saying kind words and then trying to listen to understand because they may not fit in that box that you think that they fit in. Okay? So that also kind of goes in with being positive. Okay? So what do you think about being positive?
I think that it's kind of like being kind to others.
Good.
Have a positive attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good attitude about it.
That's right. A lot of
Like with
times.
Nephi and his brothers.
Mm-hmm. Good. That's very good. A lot of times
Nephi,
when we're listening.
Laman, and Lemuel.
That's right.
Nephi.
Mm-hmm. When we are, a lot of TV, for example, a lot of things that people are watching nowadays are very negative, no matter which side that they're listening from, whether it's in politics or TV shows or anything like that. A lot of it is very negative. And your mind is very interesting. The more and more that you take into your mind that is negative, you automatically start to think negatively, right? Oh, things are not going to work out. It never goes my way. I'm a victim, right? But if you start to think positively and talk to people positively as well, it lifts people up. And it changes the way you think.
It also lifts you up.
That's right. Exactly. It changes the way you think and it lifts you up. So now you start thinking about, well, it's unfortunate that this is happening, but that's okay because I'm going to persevere. I'm going to overcome. I'm going to do whatever it takes to be successful.
It's basically that you're lifting others up and yourself. And then they'll lift you up more and they're lifting themselves up more too.
That's right. Very good. Very good. Okay.
And then you keep getting higher and higher until there's more negative and you start going down again. And then it starts over.
Or you can squash the negative completely. Just squash it out. A person I follow quite a bit. In fact, this guy right here, Grant Cardone, who I've met, he says no negativity allowed, right? And some people disagree with that because, sometimes you need the negative to understand the positive. I get that. But you can squash or squeeze the negative down to where it's very minimal impact. It has a very minimal impact on you.
Sometimes they're even in the middle. So you can be in the middle.
Okay. I don't completely understand what that means, but okay.
Be in the middle of knowing the positives from the negatives.
Okay. Very good. All right. So here's the that we're going to talk about right here. It's called finding common ground. Do you know what finding common ground means?
Finding common ground.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. So even though you may disagree with somebody on a particular issue, okay, you guys probably agree on some other things. And a lot of times people will agree on the bigger picture of things, okay? But they'll disagree on the way to do it. Right? So
it'll what on the way to do it?
What's that?
It'll what on the way to do it?
The way to do things. So for example, in politics, a lot of people actually do agree that there are certain issues in the country. Okay. But what they're arguing and fighting about is how to handle those issues. Right. So a good part of leadership is, even though you disagree on the way to do something, being able to agree that there is an issue or something like that actually helps you find that common ground. Okay, so that's something you both can agree on. So you focus a little bit on what you guys agree on, and then you guys can discuss or argue or whatever peacefully, kindly about how to accomplish those things. Okay, Does that make sense? Who are you looking at? Who's over there?
You.
Me? Oh, you're looking at my screen? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, over here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. My screen's backwards here. Okay.
I still like that.
All right. So now let's go ahead and jump into our next game. So we talked about, let's go ahead and recap. Yep, let's go ahead and recap a little bit what we talked about. We talked about listening with the intent to understand people. Okay.
Yep.
And a lot of times that involves walking in their
shoes.
We talked about being polite, no name calling or anything like that, and saying kind words.
And the positive and the negative.
Yep, being positive, right? That can change that will change your entire life if you think positively, right? And then also finding common ground, right? Something that you guys can agree on that helps connect you in that way, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I don't know how this is going to work, but let's go ahead and jump into Would You Rather. Okay, so here we go in playing Would You Rather. Okay, so would you rather have extremely muscular arms or have extremely muscular legs?
What does muscular mean?
It means like big and strong.
So they're saying extremely big and strong?
Yeah, would you have extremely big arms or extremely big legs?
That are very strong.
Yeah, they would be strong.
I'd go with the blue pill.
The blue pill on this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let us also know in the comments if you guys have any particular guess in the live chat.
Which one would you go with, Dad?
Good question. It's a tough one. I always get this wrong compared to what your mom always tells me later, but that's fine. Let's see. I think I'd have really muscular arms. I think I'd go blue also. But I've also needed really strong legs a few times as well. So let's go ahead and select and see what people thought. Okay. So 69% of people actually want to have extremely strong arms, and 31% have extremely strong legs. Okay. So let's go ahead and find another topic here that would be appropriate. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one right here. Okay. All right. So would you rather eat nothing but ketchup for a week or eat nothing but mustard for a week?
Oh, ketchup with a hamburger.
With a hamburger? No, nothing except ketchup. No hamburger, nothing.
It didn't say we couldn't have a hamburger with our ketchup.
Yeah, it did. It says eat nothing. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, it says eat nothing.
Then ketchup.
Ketchup?
I don't like mustard. So ketchup.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah, 80% would like to actually do nothing but eat ketchup rather than mustard.
This time it's actually both are 10s.
Yeah, it was actually pretty even, wasn't it?
So if you add the 80 to the 20, it equals 100. So 100% total.
Well, yeah, they always equal 100%. But this one was pretty split 80-20, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's find another one. Let's see. Okay. Okay.
Some of these are inappropriate, so we take them off screen.
Yes, that is correct. Let's see. Sleep.
I want to see the sleep one.
Interesting. Okay. Let me switch back here. Okay, so would you rather sleep on an amazingly comfortable bed that someone died in, or sleep on a bed of nails? Interesting.
The blue pill.
The blue? I think.
I wouldn't sleep on a bed of nails.
Yeah. I've actually slept in a very comfortable bed that someone had died in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it had been years. It had been years. Okay. So 86% said that they would actually sleep in a bed that someone's died in. And then also 14% sleeping on a bed of nails. So people are just different in how they think, and that's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So should we do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's for your mom right here. So if you only had one series for the rest of your life, would you rather read Harry Potter only or read Twilight? Let's see. You probably have never.
Harry Potter.
You like Harry Potter. You've actually never read Twilight, which is good. Right?
Because Twilight doesn't really.
It's not for kids. Not really for kids. Not especially kids not your age. Okay. So let's see. Let's go ahead and click Harry Potter. That had a bigger series. Oh yeah, big time. Big time. See, look at this. Your mom's going to be so proud of me. I got all of these right so far. So 84% would rather read Harry Potter than 16% read Twilight. So pretty cool. Okay. So should we just do one more or two more?
Two more.
Two more? Okay. Let's see. You wouldn't get that one.
I want to what? Get that one? I want to get that one?
No, you wouldn't understand what that one is.
Oh.
Ugh. Okay, here we go. This one's a pretty good one for Arizona. Okay, so would you rather die from hypothermia, being extremely cold, or would you rather die from hypothermia and then hyperthermia, heat? So would you rather die from being really cold or being really hot?
Hot.
Hot? I'd rather be cold.
I don't want to be cold when I die. I want to be hot when I die.
Well, so for example, this is talking about dying from like heat stroke or something like that. So when someone dies,
which one hurts less?
I think hypothermia, the cold, hurts less. You get really cold, and then you go numb.
And then you just.
And then you fall asleep. Is what they say.
Then cold.
Yeah, 71% would rather die of the cold.
We're getting this all right so far.
There's no right or wrong answer. There's just what most people would pick. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so here's another one right here. Would you rather be an elephant or would you rather be a mouse?
I'd be an elephant.
Why?
Because elephants have longer noses and they carry a bath in it. So I could just go over to a lake and then.
Yeah. But mice, they can get into really small places.
And sneak food from the ground.
Yeah, I'd rather be an elephant also. They're very smart, very intelligent.
And they eat peanuts.
And they eat peanuts? You can't eat peanuts now? Mice eat peanuts.
But elephants love peanuts.
Oh, okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, 64% would rather be an elephant, 36% mouse. All right. Hey, well, it was a lot of fun today. I hope everyone learned a little something and can be a little kind and nice to people as they may disagree with other people. But we thank you guys for coming to the show. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the show, kidleadership.com is the place to be, where you can find all of the episodes on Will's YouTube channel. So, Will, was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Nope.
All right, so let's go ahead and end this with the superhero intro. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.